Hi there, good evening. This is Tanisha, and I'm coming at you today to talk to you about the top 10 questions people have in regards to Bitcoin. So, we're going to just jump right in and we're going to get you the information you need. So, people always say, what is Bitcoin? So, Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency that allows peer to peer transactions. So, it's used all across the world, and because there's a set number of Bitcoin that are in existence right now, what that means is that the more that are mined or discovered makes the value of Bitcoin go up. All right, question number two. What is blockchain? This is what I hear all the time. So, block is the digital ledger where past and current transactions that take place are in chronological order for public record. So, that's blockchain. All right, third thing people ask me is what is decentralized? So, decentralized means there is no central storing place. There's no middleman, or the financial institutions themselves cannot stand in the way of any of the transactions that take place. So what that means is that Bitcoin is 100% peer-to-peer. All right, question number four, and this is huge. What is Bitcoin scarcity? I want you to know when Bitcoin was created, there were only 21 million at that time. Currently, there are 16 million in circulation. So, since there's a certain amount of Bitcoin that are in existence, the simple fact is that the more that are being discovered raises the value of Bitcoin. So it's a basic supply and demand. I'll give you an example. You know how we've had all these hurricanes. What's the thing that people want most when there's a hurricane? Water. So that means the demand is great, but the supply is not there. So it's going to raise the rates for water, or I should say the prices. But with Bitcoin, it's the same thing, which is why it has the scarcity that it has. Question number five is, how are Bitcoin created? Anyone with a internet connection and the right software can actually mine Bitcoin as well as the other cryptocurrency we have. So all it is, the process is it's solving a complex mathematical algorithm, and it's those equations that the miners are using to create the Bitcoin. So when the miners do this, they are rewarded a certain amount of Bitcoin, and that's how it's created. Question number six is what I hear a lot as well is, what is block halving? This is an event that takes place only once every 4 years, just like the Olympics. And what happens is the miners receive 50% of what they're used to earning. So for example, let's say I'm a miner, I usually, get 4 Bitcoin halves that take place. Well, during this time, they're going to give me 50%, which means I'm going to get 2 Bitcoin for the 1. All right? So question number 7, what's a confirmation? A confirmation is when the miners from all over the world validate a Bitcoin transaction. Okay, so the other night, for instance, I sent a Bitcoin of mine from one wallet to the other. And when I looked at the blockchain, I saw that there was a 6 verified. After about 5 of them, I saw the Bitcoin I just sent show up in the other wallet. All right, question number 8. What is a transaction ID? When a transaction or a deal takes place, there's a unique code attached to it. So that unique code allows us to find that specific transaction in the blockchain. So it comes in handy when you're making a ton of transactions and you need to go back to check on one. Question number 9, what is Block Explorer? Block Explorer is basically the web page that we're using to explore the blockchain. So I can search for past transactions using my transaction ID. Question number 10, and this is huge. Well, what are the 3 ways that you can buy Bitcoin? 1 is Coinbase, 2 is a Bitcoin ATM, and 3 are exchange sites like Bitrex and Xcoins. Well, that sums up our top 10 questions. Hope it was helpful. See you on the next video. Have a great weekend.